Steve Kerr and Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Warriors. They've got to feel like, guys, they have an opportunity to rack up some wins over the next stretch of their schedule. You know, they'll be playing a lot of games in their own building.
The way this team has been playing, Kevin, I would expect them to continue the win streak against this team because, quite honestly, they enjoy a lot of matchup advantages in this one.
But they can't get too caught up in that kind of thinking. I mean, I think it's okay for us to talk about it, but they need to take this opponent very seriously and get down to business.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Evan Turner is out there with Young. Then there's Nick Young. Then it's Holiday. And it's Hawes in at the 5 spot. And for Golden State, Steph Curry and Thompson manning the backcourt. Barnes and Lee, they make up the forwards. And it's Bogut in at the 5.
You know, most great teams are really built around 1 or 2 stars and then some role players surrounding that core. But the Sixers are different. They don't have a superstar. So they've played the last few years with a group of young guys who are athletic, who play together, who defend, and they try to get out and run. So for the most part, it's been pretty successful. But again, so tough to win in this league at a high level without a star.
And there are a group of teams that have found success, Steve, like that. You know, you can point at teams like, say, Memphis and the Indiana Pacers. Clark, you know them. And certainly, Clark, the 76ers along that same vein.
You know, Kevin, as Steve said, it's hard to win without a star, and you wonder if Philly will eventually shake things up to bring somebody in of that level. But I'm not quite sold on the fact that you can't do it at a high level with really good, cohesive players. And much like the Sixers, Grizzlies, Pacers, those teams have good young players, and I think they can be championship contenders if they keep developing. Flawless alley-oop that time. That's real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates. And Doug Collins, the head coach of the Sixers, he was actually the #1 overall pick in the 1973 draft. He had 4 years as an all-star in his 8 seasons in the league before his career was cut short by injury.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Mark Jackson and I spoke for just a couple of moments. He told me that to him, what he is most proud of is how smart teams play. He said, I can forgive physical mistakes. Everyone will miss a shot. What bothers me are when there are mental mistakes, and I just haven't had to get in anyone's ear about that with this team. We'll see if he can avoid that again here.
Doris, thank you. Not surprising that shooting the ball well, an aspect of the game Coach wants his team to adhere to.
Well, everybody always wants to shoot the ball well, Kevin. I mean, that's pretty obvious. The key is getting yourself in position to do so. You got to move the ball, move your body, make sharp cuts, set good screens.
Well, Steve, you've just laid out how you need to get to good shots and the importance of good shot selection. It's really essential to being able to play a balanced game and an effective game.
Thompson misses. And you mentioned Doug Collins playing. It's cut short by injury. He's also had, you know, Steve, a very good career as a broadcaster. So good, in fact, he was elected into the Hall of Fame.
I think the best color commentator that the NBA has ever seen, to be honest with you, Kevin. I know you worked with him for many years. I've worked with him as well. I've learned so much from him in terms of how to communicate what you're seeing on the floor as a broadcaster. So that's the only bad thing about him coaching is we don't get to listen to him anymore.
Went for the two-hand throw down there. Needed safety and power.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. No, nothing fancy, but he finished with force.
Throws up the alley-oop.
Nice aggressive defensive play to make the steal and start the break.
Yeah, and I like the fact they didn't mess around with it once they got it.
So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Heat. Young against Thompson. Here's Hawes. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
You know, guys, when I watched Spencer Hawes play back at the University of Washington in college, he really had a nice post-up game. He's kind of gotten away from that in the NBA, drifting more to the perimeter, and part of the reason for that is the size and athleticism of the front line players is a lot different at this level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Mazzilli's checked in for Bogut. And Carl Landry is subbed in for Lee.
And going back to Spencer Hawes, he's shied away from contact in the pros. He's rarely in the lane. More of a pick and pop type big man. Excellent passer. You can run some offense through him from the perimeter. I think his game is good. I think it can get better. Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
There have been rumblings, guys, that the Warriors are looking at a return to San Francisco and maybe building a new stadium across the bay. But we'll see how that goes. That's a very difficult thing to do these days, to secure the finances necessary and the permits through the city. So we'll see what ends up happening. But either way, we know the Warriors will remain extremely popular in the Bay Area.
The 76ers making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Young against Thompson. Straight up. Shots good from Young.
Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
And Jack kicks to Ezeli. Can't cash in from close range.
It's clear they had one thing on their mind when they came out of the gate today. Rebound.
Yeah, and they've opened up the game with a pretty good margin in that area. Great sign for this club.
Here's Jack. Thaddeus Young picking up that last basket. Ezeli kicks to Thompson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Turner finishing it off.
It has been all offense here early.
It sure has been. I mean, both teams clicking, and it's been an entertaining game as well, guys.
Andrew kicks to Jack. Up with it. The layup missed.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Both teams have...
I know Joy. I used to let the mic smoke. Now,
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Yeah, this team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch.
We've got Steph Curry. Harrison Barnes is out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Lee in at the center position. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
Are you kidding me? Would you look at this guy?
That's a little bit unexpected there.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggression he needs to have on a daily basis.
Here's Curry. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Curry's got his first points of the game.
Steph Curry, of course, the son of NBA sharpshooter Del Curry. I guess great shooting runs in the family because he's got a younger brother who can really shoot too over at Duke.
The Warriors trail. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. Right side Curry. Back to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game. He's talking about Seth Curry, who's at Duke, and Steph Curry.
Part of the third. I mean, that's 3 makes on 4 tries now.
Landry dishes to Barnes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 220 pounds, comes in with good size at the small forward position. And I thought it was disappointing that he didn't turn into more of a playmaker at North Carolina, more of a multi-dimensional offensive weapon, but he really became more of a jump shooter and a scorer as a Tar Heel.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli comes in for Lee. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Steph Curry. And good on the basket. Book it. 8 points for him.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Going back to Harrison Barnes to have that kind of impact, many expected for him early. He'll have to continue to round out his game. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he will, Kevin, because he's got size. He's a hard worker, serious about his game, wants to be good. He can shoot it. He's got to tighten up his ball handling. But if he does that, I think he's going to be fine.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingman. We'll take a look at Turner. A terrific rebounder, 5th overall.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' games. They play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in this league.
And I think it's an area that they all take pride in, Steve. They know they can score. That's expected of their position, but where you separate yourself is going after rebounds. And these guys are really determined to excel in that part of the game.
Well, it's been back and forth. Really good battle here.
Yeah, real strong battle, guys, and it looks like it may come down to which team has the ball last as far as who wins.
Young for 3. That's good. Young's got 12.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
And the jam by Carl Landry.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
Here's Pargo. Gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 2.
And no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
And Jack kicks to Landry. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Pargo, averaging 8 points a game. Feeds it to Young. Over Thompson. Again, Philadelphia.
Another turnover, another bucket.
And you know, Steve, turnovers can really be game changers. I mean, they sap your team and then give the other team life. So it's a double-edged sword.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Golden State. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Now here is Jack. Beat right on him. The leader. And the Warriors miss again. The 76ers leading by 4. Young inside. It's up against Thompson. Young's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And Jack gets to Ezeli. The monster one-hand slam.
The one-handed flush. Very nice.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. 76ers will go for a different look here. Kwame Brown. He's checked in for Hawes. Moultrie comes in for Lavoy Allen. Evan Turner. He's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Holiday in for Jeremy Pargo. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Gives him the lead pass. Lee, that's good.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
The kick out to right.
Oh! Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great.
He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me?
And it really could go either way. He wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thanks.
His team has to tighten up inside. Way too many easy hoops in the lane.
Yep, that's 5 straight buckets they've given up from the key now, and it's hurting them.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. On defense, the Warriors have allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. And that one's good. Right.
What a game. This is really fun to watch.
And when games are tight like this, I mean, success or failure can really turn on small details and 1 or 2 plays.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Andrew Bogut.
Well, guys, I think the big question with Andrew Bogut is, can he stay healthy? When he's been able to play, he's been very productive. He can pass, he can score down on the low block, but he just hasn't been able to consistently string healthy seasons together.
And now Bogut getting a fresh start with the new team. He's hoping to, Clark, put those injuries behind him.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, Kevin, he's a dominant. I think he can be a dominant player. He passes it well. He can block shots. He rebounds effectively. He can score. The issue is just his health. If he's healthy, he'll be a factor.
And that one falls for Young. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Out to Thompson. They get the rebound. Outside for Curry. They shoot again. And Bogut with the nice basket inside.
That's 5 straight hoops in the paint. What a fantastic job of attacking the rim.
Well, Steve, they're getting the looks that they want down there, so might as well keep going right at the rim. If there's no resistance, and make them pay.
And Holiday kicks to Moultrie. Right outside. That 3 off the mark. The Warriors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their has to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th. 8 of 12. Pass to Landry. He dishes it to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State. Curry outside. And the shot is good. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
And the 76ers call time here. Mazzulli's checked in for Golden State. Lee comes in for Carl Landry. Philadelphia also making some changes. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Moultrie. And Nick Young is subbed in for Jarrell Wright. Young passes to Young. Lee with the steal. They've got to push it. Curry against Holiday. Here's Lee. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Outside Holiday. There's a screen. The feed out to Hawes. A jump hook. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
Yeah, he simply said, sit down and keep quiet with that.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing coming out of these fans now.
Now, here's Thompson. Back to Lee. And a missed layup.
Not his best quarter. I mean, the shots just haven't fallen for him.
Turner with it. Headed now by Barnes. Lee against Young. He kicks to Hawes. Here's Thompson. Money!
What a clutch shot there.
Really, the definition of clutch.
Outside Holiday. Back to Young. Takes it right up. It falls! A huge shot to tie it up.
Shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Curry against Holiday. It's Curry with the drive. Out to Thompson. He feeds it to Barnes. Just 3 to shoot. And the 76ers call time here. Young outside. That will count. Oh, he put it down! What a shot! At the buzzer!
What a play, and that seals the deal.
Simply said clutch. Really clutch. Big time clutch.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Thaddeus Young.